Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation of Sumerian and Babylonian Mathematics, also known as the reason we have to learn math today. These ancient civilizations lived over 5,000 years ago. And honestly, they were doing math before math was even cool. The Sumerians invented writing the wheel, farming systems, and then they said, you know what we need? More numbers. And they are called the cradle of civilization. It all started with them. So today, let's jump into their everyday problems, turn into math we use today.
The Sumerians started doing math not because they enjoyed it, but because life demanded. Imagine trying to count your sheep, your grains, your land, and your taxes without calculator. One room move and boom, your goal is peaceful. The first calculator was clay tokens, but they got tired of losing them. So they created cuneiform writing, carving clay tablets without erasure and delete photo. If you mess up, that's your problem. Eventually, around 2700 BCE, they invented abacus because they said, I need help with this math. Their society, cities, and math skills grew because survival equals math.
Now let's proceed to the surprising part. The Sumerian didn't use base 10 like we do. They looked up the 10 and said, we can do better. That's why they use base 60. So why they use 60? Because they count 12 knuckles on one hand and the other hand's 5 fingers. 12 times 5 is equal to 60. Their idea still controlled today, like 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 minutes in 1 hour, and 360 degrees in circle. So whenever you're late, don't blame yourself, blame the Sumerian.
And so came the Mesopotamians. They were like the honor students of the ancient world. They took the Sumerian system and said, this is great, but we can make it better. So they had used the place value system, in which the position of a number depends on the value it has. It's like the decimal system, but instead of using 10, they use 60. So yes, they were doing place value system thousands of years before us. They also added a symbol for 0, not like true 0, but more like saying, this shouldn't be empty. Their clay tablets also show cube numbers, square numbers, multiplication tables, and algebra problems. So, they were like the nerds of the ancient world, but in a good way.
The Babylonians didn't stop at counting. They moved in geometry and algebra, calculating the areas of rectangles, triangles, and trapezoid. Why? Probably for land measurement, or maybe just like suffering like modern math students. They also solved quadratic equations. Yes, expert problem existed even before textbooks. One of their most famous clay tablets is Linton 322. It contains Pythagorean triples, meaning they understood the Pythagorean theorem long before Pythagoras was even born. So technically, Pythagoreans copied their homework. This showed that Mesopotamian math was incredibly advanced and way ahead of its time.
So what is the difference between Sumerian and Babylonian mathematics? The Sumerian is the inventor. They came up with writing, counting, and base 60. While the Babylonian, they are improver. They upgrade the system, use place value, and create a 0 as a placeholder and solve a problem complex equation. Their legacy, their math still affects our daily lives today. Every time you check time, navigate on map, draw an angle and geometry class, you're using Mesopotamian ideas. Their work shows how human always been problem solvers and sometimes surprisingly good at math.
To sum it up all, Sumerian and Babylonian weren't just an old marking on place. They were the foundation of science, engineering, astronomy, and modern math. Their ideas survived thousands of years, traveled through history, and now they live in our clocks, compasses, and classrooms. It's amazing to think that our modern world relies on the brilliance of people who lived 5,000 years ago. Thank you for watching. We hope you laugh a little, learned a lot, and gained new appreciation for ancient math. And goodbye.